the Australian ETF launched Monday. I don't know how successful it was. I haven't really heard too much on it. It's crazy that Australia's like basically in a different day than us. I think that their ETF essentially launched Sunday night because they're 10 or 12 hours ahead of us. So that was pretty big news. I think the Australians, it launched. And then yesterday we found out that the Thailand SEC approved their first ever Bitcoin spot ETF. So we got Australia was launched, Thailand's was approved. We saw that actually, I'm going to bring this one up because this one is kind of noteworthy. Or is it? Maybe I didn't include it in here. Oh, there it is. So this is a big one. This is a big one. New from Bitcoin News, sponsor of the show. Big shout out to Bitcoin News. If you haven't had a chance yet to watch their thing from Monday about the institutional game theory, I would recommend that one. But it says private Texas institution, University of Austin, announces it will accept Bitcoin for tuition and create a Bitcoin long-term fund. So there's a couple things about this that I'm kind of curious about. The Bitcoin for tuition, I don't know. I think if somebody owns Bitcoin right now, this is just my opinion on it, but if somebody owns Bitcoin right now, they're probably withdrawn themselves from that system in a way. Some people just own it. They've had it for a while. It's an investment to them. But at the same time, I feel like if you're buying Bitcoin, you're not going to be going to University of Austin. So I don't know how successful they're. I don't know how much Bitcoin they'll get for tuition. I wouldn't trade any Bitcoin for tuition ever. But the interesting thing here is the Bitcoin long-term fund. And I think that any entity, any organization, university, nonprofit, any entity right now, the best thing that they can be doing is this, creating a Bitcoin long-term fund. And I'm actually in the process myself of setting up a bit of information that I want to talk to a few local entities here about this exact same thing. Because I don't want to get too far into it because it's not really my place to do it. But anyways, very interesting, very big news. This will just continue. There'll be more University of Austins in the world who are creating a Bitcoin long-term fund. And that's kind of what the guy talked about yesterday on the Wisconsin State Pension Fund, is that they're long-term. So this isn't something that they're going to buy for a couple of years and then sell it, convert it back to other investments. This is a very long-term play. And if you think about a long-term play in Bitcoin with a scarce fixed supply, the more and more University of Austins, the more and more Wisconsin State pension funds, they're never selling that Bitcoin in our lifetime, probably, or beyond. So as these institutions and these entities keep scooping up this Bitcoin, they're never selling it, and it's going to be off the circulating supply forever.